Hey, what is up you guys? I'm very high energy today. So this video is going to be a quick one. I'm going to be counting the calories for Amber's YouTube shorts again. I also sped up the parts that she's not eating because I already reacted to these videos and that's kind of boring to just watch her do stuff. That's it for this intro, so let's get right into it. Okay, so we know from my previous calorie count videos that Amber is drinking a caramel frappe, which is 300 calories. Okay, so the next thing Amber eats is a cheeseburger from the bingo hall. Now, unfortunately, there's no calories posted, so I'm gonna have to improvise a little. As far as I can tell, the burger has raw onions, lettuce, mayonnaise, ketchup, mustard, and pickles, but no cheese. Now, I'm pretty sure lettuce has no calories, so we're not counting that, but I will be using a McDonald's quarter pounder for reference since it uses the same ingredients, give or take a little. So that comes out to 420 calories. Alright, so in that vlog, she ate 720 calories, she had 94 grams of carbs, and 55 grams of sugar. That's already over the daily limit for one person, but let's move on to the next one. Alright, so the first dish she eats here is penne alla vodka. Now, I doubt she DoorDashed it, and it looks like there's no chicken in it, so she probably made it herself. Now, we know she boiled up some penne, which is 200 calories. And the sauce she's using looks really red-orange, so I chose this one. Now, it's usually 80 calories, but it looks like she used like double the amount, so I'm gonna double it. Now, all of that's going to come out to 360 calories, not to mention 51 grams of carbs and 7 grams of sugar. She also has a zero sugar cherry Pepsi, but there's nothing to count for that. Alright, here comes the annoying part. Let's count up the calories for each individual thing on her snack plate. Alright, so first we have a serving of wheat thins and a lot of whipped cream cheese. And that brings the total up to 650, along with 79 grams of carbs and 15 grams of sugars. Editing version here, I muted it for you guys so you don't have to listen to her eat. Okay, so for the olives, I found these which have the little red things in them. I don't know, I don't eat olives. And it looks like she has like 10 of them, so it would be 100 calories. Now for the salami, I believe she chose this brand specifically because 5 pieces is a serving and she only has 5 pieces on her plate. So that brings the total up to 850, along with 80 grams of carbs, 16 grams of sugars, and 2,645 milligrams of sodium, which I am now counting. Amber also drinks a water which she thinks will save her from the sodium. Now, Amber has 2 egg rolls, and it seems like she's at bingo, but egg rolls are not on the menu. So I will assume she got them elsewhere. I need to improvise a little here, so I'm just going to assume that they're pork egg rolls. So let's just use this information to fill in the gaps. So that would add up to 1,070 calories, 118 grams of carbs, 20 grams of sugar, and 3,345 milligrams of sodium. Okay, so the next thing Amber eats is spinach paneer with rice. I also don't think she made this. I actually don't know what spinach paneer is, but I found this. I'm assuming that she made all this in the microwave and didn't order it online. Also, that rice looks like jasmine rice, so I'll be using this. Now, that's a big bowl, so I'm going to assume that she used both cups of rice, but only the serving size of the spinach paneer. So that's going to bring our total up to 1,680, with 212 grams of carbs, 23 grams of sugar, and 4,375 milligrams of sodium.
Welcome to a taste test. the new...
I know she probably ordered more, but the bag looks pretty small, so I'm just gonna assume it's this one item.
I've heard people say it tastes like roast beef. I've heard people say it tastes like jerky. We have a cat. And you can...
Alright, so it looks like Amber got the 9-piece instead of the 5-piece stick nuggets, and that's 600 calories.
Choose between sauces and such. I literally just chose ketchup because I think I might need sauce, but who knows. And I like roast beef. I like jerky, so if it tastes like either of those things, I might like it. So this is what it looks like. It does not smell like steak at all. All right. I will say, mine doesn't look as good as other people's I've seen try it, but...
She could have ordered the 5-piece, but of course Biggie had to get the 9.
Love. I know that's not very common to like that, but that's why I like it. And it absolutely does not at all taste like steak.
She also added ketchup. Arby's doesn't have the nutritional information for their sauces, but McDonald's does, so I'll be doing that one. Alright, so that makes the total for this one short 620 calories, 12 grams of carbs, 8 grams of sugar, and 1,390 milligrams of sodium. Okay guys, last one.
Hello, welcome to another mini vlog. So I just got out of the shower. I'm actually about to do my makeup, but I think I'm gonna live stream while doing that. Alright guys, so
Alright, so this one's a little complicated. This is a custom order sandwich. I know this because I went on the website and the only sandwich with salami and turkey is called a hodgepodge, but it also has tomatoes on it and Amber doesn't like tomatoes. But this will be the sandwich I use for reference. Now this is the nutritional guide, which means this is the caloric intake for Amber's lunch, give or take.
lunch I ordered a deli sandwich. It has turkey and some salami, but I want to add chips.
Alright, so next Amber needed some chips, as if the sodium wasn't enough already. But since she's the queen of moderation, she got a small bag. And that brings our final total up to 1,030 calories, 86 grams of carbs, 11 grams of sugar, and 3,320 milligrams of sodium, just for lunch. That's it for today's video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed, and I really appreciate all of you who watched. So, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!